Hello Sonic State, this is Tim Chandler, I'm Product Manager for Nektar at Music MESSE 2015. Here we are again. I'm about to introduce you another take on the Panorama's deep integration. This time we're going to look specifically at Mainstage and how you might want to use it live. Being a live performance app, the integration is slightly different in that it's not full deep integration with mixers, instruments and transport. The focus is on patches, set lists and customization for your performance. So the first thing you'll notice, I've just opened up the default patch from Mainstage, the Simps patch, and you can see that I have a very clear patch name in the display. Vital for playing live. It actually means that because you can do everything from the controller and see all the feedback on the display, you can potentially just close away the laptop, keep it out of the way when you're performing live.
So I noticed the first thing is the name is slightly different. We've got 80s spelt long way, polysynth, and 80s polysynth shorthand. So is that something that you've had to do in the implementation?
Yes, yeah. Little things like that make a big difference. They really do. And you know, Nektar goes, you know, the whole hog, and we do. If we see something that looks a bit wrong or could be a bit confusing, we try to clean it up a little bit for you. So yeah, that's a good example of how we go the extra mile to make sure that our integration really makes sense. So yeah, so we've got a patch name there. There's 3 different ways to change the patches. The patch buttons will always be patch buttons if they exist in the project. It picks it up automatically. Tracks are sets. So you could consider that a set is a song and your patches are the sounds you're going to use within that song. So a set list is available from pressing the button. So you can see here I've got my different sets of patches, and then the patches are by turning the data encoder. You call up the patch and it calls the patch back. The 8 encoders map to the smart controls and the motorized fader maps to the patch volume. And that's always the case. So straight away you have the ability to tweak away the smart controls. The Mainstage automatically assigns based on the patch. Another way to change patches, which is very important for live performance, is with your left hand using the buttons under the faders. Now these will map to the patches within the active set. So if I change the set, you can see that I'm going to now have patch 1 doing something different. And then I can also access the sets from these buttons by holding down the toggle button. So then I can go to so that's like going back to the songs and patches example. Maybe you have song 1, song 2, song 3, and then always it always starts at patch 1, patch 4. So you get the idea. It's a very quick and easy way of toggling songs and toggling sounds within the song. Of course, at the moment, there's only, because we've just started up a default concert that Mainstage has got for us, we've got the automatic assignments here, here and here. But what we haven't got is anything mapped over here, so all these buttons down here. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how you would assign a control on Panorama into Mainstage. So you do this in assignments and mappings. You hit a new assignment. Let's press a button on Panorama and just select assign a map. Before I do that, that would help. And you choose what you want to map it to. We could map it to potentially, let's have a look. Let's do something nice. Let's map it to a mute, an obvious one like mute. So it's going to be doing the mute control. And the other thing I'm going to do is, after assigning a map, because Mainstage doesn't by default set any feedback, you have to set that up there. So now you can see that this button, if I press the instrument, is going to be a mute button, and you've got the feedback in the display. And that you can do that at concert level, at patch level, so you can really kind of customize your Panorama setup for live performance. It's incredibly intuitive way of doing things. Another thing I want to show you is the fact that using Panorama's ability to control 2 doors at the same time, you could use one door in the background where you're using Mainstage as like a voice and patch generator, and then having a door playing in the background. So let's just have a look at that. We can hide Mainstage away because we know that we don't need to see it anymore because we've got all the information we need on Panorama. And just to show I'm not cheating, I'm going to start Reason in demo mode. So Panorama will be just picking up anything it sees from demo. There's no pre-assignment of anything going on here. So I'll start demo, I'll load the new Reason 8.2 demo song, and then we'll just see how Panorama can handle both of the doors. So in the live situation, you can have one door that you tend to write in, playing your songs, and then you can have Mainstage to jam over the top with. Takes a while for Reason to load, unfortunately. That's the only problem. So yeah, I mean, if you don't have to be working in Rewire. In fact, we're not working in Rewire in this case. It's just Reason. There it is. Yep. It's just Reason running by itself. So you can see that that Mainstage immediately sees that. Panorama sees that there's a new door active, and if we load a demo song, so we've got something more interesting to look at than a mixer that isn't mapped by default. Then you see we can press the instrument button, and we have some controls for Kong, and over here we've got some samples. But down here we've got we have Mainstage. If I select a patch, but I've got up here samples from Kong. So you've got your pads doing samples in Reason. You've got your keys controlling Mainstage, and then you can flick between the two doors. You've got Reason here by pressing Shift Toggle. That's how it works on Panorama. So now I've got Mainstage patches down here, or maybe we want to do a. And then I've got over here. I've got Reason, and I can obviously start a track. Then you can jam along with Mainstage. I'll spare you my poor performance, but you get the idea. And then, of course, with Reason, we go the extra mile when we provide an ability for you to jump to different loops live as well. So I could go to a completely different part of the song, like so. Back here. So yeah, you get the idea. So now you can navigate around a session in Reason, and you can control your patches of Mainstage and just flick between the two with a simple toggle. Mainstage Reason, Mainstage Reason. So yeah, very interesting way of potentially performing live. It doesn't have to be Reason that's running in the background. Like I said, it's not rewired. I was just playing patches through the same sound card. And Reason was going through the same sound card, so you could use any door that's integrated with Panorama in order to work with Mainstage.